This is one of my favorite parts of this entire game.
Welcome to Blackgate. We're gonna do a quick psychiatric evaluation. Bad day, huh? Cops in this city. Always beating on the sick and defenseless.
Tell me something, dear. Have you ever had a really bad day?
And what do you mean by that?
You of all people should know. There's nothing so cruel as memory. The pointy, bitey little thunderbolts, unwanted party crashers screaming through your synapses. Inescapable, unrelenting, not at all friendly. You can't even escape into madness. And then you meet someone who changes your life. And you feel that you don't even know who you are anymore. Isn't it funny how one little encounter can cleave off little pieces of your past, deform your memories and persona to rethink your whole identity? And as you realize how foolish it is, your laughter reverberates off the walls of
Okay. I'm gonna need more specifics. How about we try some word association?
That sounds delightful.
Okay. One more. And I need you to be serious for this one. Fate.
You want to know something funny? I used to think of fate as evil. Predetermined, not by some higher power, no, but by the rules of human nature. Tonight, that's all changed.
What's changed?
Have you ever had the feeling that your entire life has been building towards this one moment?
Is that how you feel?
Well, now, yes. Now I realize that all the battles, the bad days, the brutalities, it was all the hand of fate at work.
So now you see fate differently?
Absolutely. Now I understand there are no chance encounters. It was all meant to be. Everything leading up to who I've met tonight.
So you've met someone special?
And you might say it's changed everything.
Everything?
Absolutely. I mean, do you realize what a vile world we live in? How lonely it is to wade through all that wretched filth on your own?
It is kind of lonely, isn't it?
Of course, fools. Even in a crowd of other screwballs, you're so alone that you can kick, claw, yell, scream at the top of your lungs. And no one cares. It's like you don't even exist. Sometimes I feel like I'm trapped on this path leading nowhere. To just emptiness.
Now you feel like you've got someone by your side to share the journey with you.
Yes. Yes. And this person has shown me an exit ramp on this road to madness. A way to a far more interesting place.
And how does that make you feel?
I feel adrift, floating, like someone's pulled the stopper on my reality, and I'm sucked down the drain into something new. It's all very exciting, really. You wouldn't know what that feels like, I'm sure.
I might. Can you tell me more about how this person makes you feel?
It's like meeting someone I can actually relate to. Which, believe me, dear, I've never felt before. You understand? You're someone who's not afraid to let go and fall. Free falling, and I didn't pack a chute. Do you know what I mean?
Yes. Yes, I do.
I figured you would.
So, may I ask, who is this person?
Oh, someone very, very special. But whose real name I don't even know yet.
My name's Holleen. Holleen Quinzel.
What a pretty name. Do your friends call you Holly?
Oh, I don't have a lot of friends.
Well, Holly, you got one now.
Before this game was coming out, I had a few things that I was like, yeah, it'd be really cool if the game did this. I really wanted them to do the Joker origin story, you know, when he was the Red Hood and stuff like that. But I wanted it to take place at the very, very, very beginning of the game. Like, that would be a cool tutorial where you play like a rookie Batman and you have to deal with the Red Hood and then you like accidentally push him into the vat of chemicals. But I like the way it worked out in this game, or how it actually was in this game. And as this is a Batman game, we have to be reminded, of course, that Batman's parents are dead. Otherwise, he wouldn't be Batman. And honestly, this just brings back bad memories of that one really annoying part in Arkham Asylum that you can't skip.
Wait. Why do you do what you do?
Master Bruce, it might be a bit anticlimactic, but I hoped you might finally be ready to celebrate Christmas Eve, now that the Joker's behind bars.
Bane is still out there. I've got to locate the signal from the tracker I placed on him.
Even you must eat, sir.
If you hadn't called the police, he'd already be in custody.
Dispatch, this is Delta 47.
You know, I made a promise of my own to your parents.
No sign of any casualties.
Not now, Alfred.
The story back to the precinct. Place evac. Found bombs under the foundation. Some kind of hopped-up freak. Must have been 400 pounds of muscle. Took 6 cops to gun that bastard down. Yeah, I saw the body in the morgue. Couldn't believe
Sounds like this could be Bane or one of his men. If I hurry to the GCPD morgue, I can inspect the body and the autopsy report.
Well, before you leave, I've run some tests on the compound you found at the steel mill. Looks like a match for your globular projectile for non-lethal restraint.
You mean the glue grenade?
Indeed. The resin has finished curing. It's at your workbench.
So this is a item that we got in Arkham City. It's not quite the same. That's not the workbench. Workbench is like down here. Can I really not jump over that? Oh well. But yeah, this was an item that we got in Arkham City. It's literally the exact same thing, only it's a different name. The glue grenade, I think, is the same thing as the what was it? The thing that you got from Mr. Freeze, I think. I don't remember. Visible Predator. Ooh. Glue grenade, proximity trigger. Nah. What are you? I already have you. I'm just gonna get you because... Is there anything else we can do right now in the Batcave?
It's called field testing, Alfred.
Where is it? There it is. The Red Hood. Let's get some Alfred wisdom.
Sir, a moment of your time.
What do you want?
There's something about this Enigma fellow that doesn't sit right with me. Unfettered access to resources, an extensive network spread across the city. Whoever he is, the man has connections and capital.
We can use that to our advantage. If he's buying things in bulk or using lots of power, we can track him.
Perhaps, but he's also clearly a technical wizard. He's likely covered his tracks.
Keep searching. He only has to slip up once to give us an opening.
Certainly, sir.
Okie dokie. I really wish I could change my batsuit, like, in the game. I know Arkham City had, like, cheat codes that you can input that allowed you to switch, but you can only do it after the game. So maybe if, by any chance, I leave some stuff for after the game, like, I want to beat all the side missions before I enter into the like, end of the game. I'd love to do some of this as the Adam West Batman. Alright, let's see. Alright, let's go here, because it seems like there's a lot of network relays over there.
Master Bruce, stop! Master Bruce! Bruce!
What are you...
I will not in good conscience allow you to go! You're outmatched by these assassins.
what?
You're not some hardened vigilante. You're a young man with a trust fund and too much anger. You're in over your head, and I don't want this to be your end.
Alfred, who do you see when you look at me? The boy whose shoes you used to tie every morning? The teenager you drove to his first date? While you are here every night, I am out there. The only thing between the innocent and the predator.
Be.
No, not may be. I am. When the mugger or the thief stops to think twice, that is fear. That is what I am. That is why they hired assassins, because I am the reason the criminals breathe easier when the sun rises. So no, Alfred, I am not in over my head. Tonight will be my end, but it will be theirs.
Said it before and I say it again. I love Roger Craig Smith as Batman. And this is the exact same cutscene. You pretty much see this every time you leave the Batcave. This is the same cutscene from the very beginning of the game. Wow, that took really quick. That's weird. That usually takes like a lot longer.